The Crimson Moth duology, y'all. The pining, the yearning, the magic system, the side characters. This duet delivered 4 to 5 stars. So let's get into it. Heartless Hunter and the sequel, Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. I know I'm late to this particular party, but I devoured this duet in barely over 2 days. Was it because these were novellas? No, each book is absolutely a full-length book. I just completely neglected all of my responsibilities and my sleep so that I could finish these books. They're delicious. So the premise focuses on the relationship between a witch and a witch hunter, but I think even describing it like that really dilutes what this is. I'm not sure that I've ever read a book that had better tension, miscommunication, and poor timing. So much poor timing. There were multiple times when I was reading this that I literally out loud said, "For fuck's sake." So the witches in this story used to be sort of like the elite of society, and they were revered before they were eventually overthrown by the non-magical folks and then subsequently hunted down and executed under the premise that witches were dangerous and couldn't be trusted. Enter the FMC Rune, who is hiding in plain sight by playing the part of this airheaded aristocrat who only cares about fashion trends and attending the latest parties, while she's actually secretly saving witches and smuggling them out of the city to safety. So the FMC is the brother of her bestie and confidant, and due to his witch hunting successes, has made a name for himself as the captain of the guard that oversees the witch hunts. These books are so well written. I believe they're billed as YA, but they're not necessarily spicy, but it's also not a closed door romance either. The pining and the tension are as good as it gets. I don't ever want to share any spoilers, so I won't say too much more about the plot, but I was enamored with the magic system in this one. It was creative and unique while still remaining true to basic witchy canon, which I appreciated. Also, I would have absolutely been here for a third book. I think there was plenty of potential to be there because I was 75% of the way through the second book, and I was like, there is no way that this can all be wrapped up in 100 more pages. That's how good these characters, the world, and the plot were. We even got to know some of the side characters later in the second book that I would have loved to explore more, but it did end in a way that was totally satisfying. So it wasn't that. I just really wanted more of this. I wanted to stay in the world for as long as possible and really hear more about those side characters. Overall, though, this is the best set I've read in several books, so it was super refreshing. So if you're like me and this has been sitting on your TBR forever, this is your sign to make it your next read. Then come back and thank me.